Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Salute the Sun with What Team Comp. I'm your host, Uncommon Guru. Say hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hi, I guess.
Right. We've got a
I gotta do
new, deeper baritone voice of our friend Madrino saying hello as well. Um, Emmy sadly had to step out. She has some stuff she's got to take care of in her life, and we respect that, and we hope that she does well. So Weeping Bell is staying back at the city, as is Oz with Charity and her gun. They are going to also be back at the village taking care of a few other things. Clerics doing cleric stuff. But in the meantime, we had wargs. We had wargs last session.
Bork.
Wargs. And you
No,
guys.
I said Bork.
Bork? Oh, I thought you said work. Same
No.
difference.
Bork.
That
you
being
bork
said,
to work.
you guys had managed to get possible payment for escorting a group of individuals who are traveling with you. And while you were going this way, you were accosted by wargs, which I believe last time we left off, I said you guys could do the looting in our next session because
Oh
the one that
yeah.
Batalon had fought and slain had an actual full saddle with saddle packs, and when you actually looked them all over, they actually all had at least one satchel of some sort uh, tied to their side.
I think Paris called shotgun on looting.
The one that was beside? Yes, I did. But it was worse than that I can skin it.
I'm
Okay.
just the one I'm handling. I'm gonna also take a look at it.
I can't see where we are on the map because it's still on the other thing. Unfortunately.
That helped.
Thank you.
Can I skin with a hand axe?
I'll check
You
this one out.
could, but it's probably hard as fuck.
Yeah, not gonna be clean. And it's gonna raise the DC, but you could roll a survival check.
You could just ask me to do it. Or at least ask me for
23.
help. He's like, fuck you, Andrew.
Baton.
Okay.
If you. That's so perfect. That's beautiful.
I was like, it's high, and Baton's got a high enough survival.
That's it. That don't mean the dice will be nice.
Hey, if you're kind enough to life, maybe life will be kind to you. But yeah, before I start skinning it, I'm gonna search the big one because
I'm already
So,
searching the
I don't
big
know.
one.
hey, I just killed
I'm
it.
gonna
We could search it together. God damn it! I just
All
killed
right, we will search together.
Opening the bags, get my list of stuff they had. You find the remains of a backpack. There's been strips that have been cut out of it, possibly for some other repurposed use. Inside of it, there's a bedroll that looks like it's got holes that have been either chewed into it or ripped out of it. There's the skull of what looks to be some kind of smaller creature, possibly one of these creatures' food that they kept as a trophy. A scattering of money. Looks like in total there's about 7 gold pieces and 13 silver. I'll type that out for you. There's also a very crude but still serviceable bow, as well as 3 arrows. It's a short bow, but it is a bow.
Mm,
I'll take that.
I'll take the arrows. I need those.
Okay, you can keep the bow. Then.
Yeah, because if you took the arrows, he would have 0 arrows.
Well,
If you want
doesn't
to go
mean
for it.
you can't use the bow as a weapon. It just becomes a melee weapon.
Do you want to start using a bow more often? 'Cause I don't-
It's just that if I don't have my spear on me, I don't have an arcane folk.
Okay, well then go ahead and take the bow and the
My
arrows.
spear's not active. Yeah.
Just because I hate odd numbers, I'll give you 3 arrows along with the 3 that you found.
6.
So mark that down. I believe I heard that Furia was also looting one of the bodies.
Yep, that's the case.
Let me see. The one you are next to.
Yeah.
That one also appears to have a scattering of various odds and ends in it. Amongst the other stuff, looks like it was kind of wrapped up in other things. Looks like there was a very holy winter blanket. It's not very serviceable, but there is something that, as you're poking around through it, you do push aside and uncover that there's a book in there. A little bit gnawed at the edges of it, but otherwise it looks like all the pages should still be there as far as you can tell, just at a precursory glance. But it is a book. As well as 6 silver and 7 copper.
Okay, so.
And I was looking at the other.
Of course. Just giving her a second to catch up. And for you, you find
Excuse me.
you're fine.
What happened to is comics still playing this game?
I'm not sure.
No.
I think,
I think he said he dropped out a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
Okay, making sure I forget.
because he had homework.
Right. So yeah, she's going to be sticking with the guides, as was the expected plan, but
Mhm.
just with the guides for the time being. Sam.
Yes.
Julius finds 3 gold and 8 copper in the bag, as well as an actually intact backpack and a short sword. It's a little bit rusty, and it looks like it was probably, not designed by someone who is very familiar with metalworking, but it's still a serviceable short sword.
What was it? 3 gold, you said?
3 gold, yes, and 8 copper.
Look back over here and just be looking at the fox on Batalion's head.
Aw.
Little fox.
Wait. Was there anything on this one?
That one had a bag, and it had mostly everything was in tatters. Nothing was in it.
How
Okay.
how bad is the saddle?
Which saddle?
Oh, the one on its back.
The one that you were fighting, that one is pretty good. The other one, it's not even really a saddle. It's basically a blanket that was strapped down to its back, and it's covered with stains and spots, probably of blood.
I'll look at. So it's pretty good, right?
It's still
I'll
serviceable,
look to.
but
I'll
yeah,
look
it's
to
stained.
Millie, right? That's.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look to Millie, and I'll go. Oh, how big is your boy over there? Going.
Kind of looks over. He didn't get much bigger, I don't think.
Oh, so this saddle wouldn't fit him.
He already has a saddle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just. By the way, he's skinning the back skin off of them.
Mhm.
But Tom's basically gonna make himself a blanket.
Make himself a what?
warg blanket.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be as good as a winter blanket.
I have leather worker tools if you want help with that.
I'm a wing it.
I'll take the skin of the big warg.
Roll a survival check.
Can I have the fucking...
Wait,
Can I call Battalion over for help?
I rolled survival already for the big war.
Oh, the big one?
No,
oh, okay.
she's doing a different warg.
Fyria is if you guys are skinning the wargs, Fyria is probably going to start staring vaguely uncomfortably because they've never seen how leather's made.
Can
They don't know
do I
about this.
do I notice the stare?
Do you?
But
I mean,
Talon
yeah.
doesn't.
I mean, I would imagine that she's, not exactly,
Hiding it.
mhm.
I'm not hiding it now.
Can I send Mwansi, to just kind of like turn her around and distract her?
I mean,
Can I send Mwansi to just kind of like turn her around and distract her?
yeah,
Can I send Mwansi to just kind of like turn her around and distract her?
I mean,
Can I send Mwansi to just kind of like turn her around and distract her?
try.
I'm also gonna go
Mommy, do
play.
you let me do this?
I'm gonna go play with Fox so that I don't have to watch.
Let me.
Yeah.
Let Wansi lead you away.
Faria just kind of puts a hand on Monsi's head and follows him, and then quietly goes, "Why are they doing that? Why are they taking the skin? Why are they? No, no." And follows is just like brain trying to comprehend.
You hear Tom's going,
Also, Metallic could ask for help on skinning this fucker.
He's currently
survival
skinning
is not good.
his. So
Okay. YOLO! It's gonna be bad.
But Talon was
Oh!
1v1ing this thing. He wants a blank.
Everybody. He wants.
he wanted his victory, his sweet, sweet victory.
Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. You should have expected this.
Oh, I did. You're welcome. Regardless, you're able to get a sizable chunk of the fur carved out of it, with hide, of course. Definitely going to be something that you're going to want to, take your time.
Excuse me.
You're fine. That being said, you guys do spend an hour doing so, but by the end of that, you guys have a really reasonable chunk of hide that you can use for your necessities. The other two are not skinned, of course. If you wanted to skin them, you'd have to spend another hour, and the other two people are just kind of like tapping their feet, just like,
Nah, I'm good.
are they okay? Are they alright?
Wait, did we both skin the same one then?
You
if the
skinned
other
two different
No.
ones.
We skinned two different ones.
You
Yeah, but you
skinned
said
this
two.
one.
Oh, there was 4.
Yes.
I didn't see the one at the top. I was very.
Yeah, you, my little friend, were doing this one because that was the one you were 1v1ing.
I didn't see that.
And not that she was doing this one. So yes, so you're the one you were 1v1ing, and there was one right next to it that had tried to jump on you that she was skinning. So yes, you are skinning two different creatures. There was 4 of them. So it was more than enough for you to be able to do.
It's been more than a month, man. Cut me some
I'm
slack.
aware. I'm giving you slack. I'm just letting you know.
Julius is wondering if you guys are done yet.
I
Oh,
think we're done here.
He'll put it in his bag he's got.
Okay.
How much
She'll roll it
is-
up and put it in her bag.
Okay.
How much this way?
I'd say it weighs about 20 pounds.
Both or just his?
His. Yours is closer to about 15 to 18 pounds.
Okay.
Let's say just label it as 15 for the time being.
I got warg skin. I'm gonna turn it into a blank. Can I just use it as a blank?
Not gonna be comfortable. You're gonna want to clean it.
Actually, it'll make you sick if you do, and if you just use it basically now.
Oh, good to know. Well, the leather worker lady would know more about that. So if you were like, I'm gonna just wear this as a blanket, she'd probably lecture you about that. So wise information to have.
It also can get kind of, moldy and
Hmm.
bacterially when you don't treat.
It's
gotta
also
treat your
kind
leather.
of sticky.
You gotta treat it.
Treat it kindly.
Yes.
Treat it with compassion.
And then one song comes to mind and I can't go there.
Oh no!
No.
Appreciated. Alright, so now that you've been able to get yourself your carve on, what do you want to do?
Anyone
What time?
remember what we were doing?
We were heading to the next town over.
Cool. Let's continue there then.
You're trying
I
to
don't
head
know
to
what time it is.
Zone. Right now, it's midday.
Okay, then we could just keep traveling unless someone wants to sit around and do something else.
I mean, it's also pissing down with rain.
Yeah, so
Yep.
we probably should find some shelter, which would probably be
Well,
in those
wait.
trees.
Julius is quite comfortable in this. Are you not?
I think it's because of your species, baby. She's covered in what? What did Limey just scream? Hold on.
Thick hair, furry
Okay.
tail.
I had to make sure I heard that right.
What did you think I said?
No, that's why I said I had to make sure I heard it right, because I could have sworn you said I'm covered in fire in the most angry tone I've ever heard. I thought maybe I was mishearing. I was not. I mean, Don, how thick were those trees that you have near the wargs?
How big are the what near the trees?
Yeah.
They're pretty big. They're bigger than the wargs for sure, but not a great deal of coverage from the rain.
So at the moment, all we can do really is just cover the people who are bothered by the wetness and keep rolling.
Mm. Mm.
We're gonna keep rolling in the car, but Talon's gonna try to start cleaning this stuff.
No, don't. Just trust me.
He's gonna try.
No, she's saying that in character.
Why?
Because currently, the way that you would tan that to make whatever the hell you were making, very hindered by the water.
It's no rain, never hurt anybody.
It hurts some leather, boo.
Are you sure about that?
Maria underneath a blanket glaring.
That is exactly the face I was making.
Julius is standing there with a big smile, like, view staring at both of them, like,
I love the idea of Julius like perfectly fine with this water, and then there's just his fox who is looking more and more like a drowned rat on his head.
Oh, I have a weasel who looks like a literal drowned.
The weasel, an actual rodent, or part of their own family. Now I gotta look that up. Hold up. No, they in fact eat rodents.
yeah, they're the same family as ferrets, I believe.
Yeah.
Weasels, badgers, otters, ferrets, martins, minks, and wolverines. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
And stoats.
What's a stoat?
It's like a weasel or a ferret.
Never heard of that animal before. Anyway, I think our best bet is just to keep moving since we can't fucking a Wolverine familiar. No, Limey, flip, too powerful. Done.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
just listening to you guys go on with this. Goodness.
I think we're just gonna keep moving.
All right.
Also, it looks stuffed. Mad, what the fuck is this creature?
Oh no, I don't need to imagine a Wolverine
At
familiar.
some point during Baton's driving, he just kind of kicks the warg hide off of it. He's like, I don't care. He's like, just kicks it off into the road. Like, somebody will grab that.
I'll grab it before he does and start working on it.
All right.
I'm a sleight of hand it just to see if no one notices me doing it.
I mean,
I'm just
if you're
tossing it in
driving, they're probably going to hear it if you kick it off, let alone if you're trying to kick it off. I'd say that it's not going to be a sleight of hand check. There's no sleight to pushing off 20 pounds of warg hide.
Also, do we take short rest?
Up to you
I
guys.
figured we could take a short rest in the cart.
In the
Well,
cart,
that's
yes.
it.
For everyone
And
else,
also-
for those who were not carving, I'd say they could have taken a short rest.
I accidentally put everything back to full because I kind of forgot that this is what happened. So I reset my sheet.
Okay. So at the
I
moment,
mean,
you
I-
guys are.
Now, you get struck by a light.
This is not shuffle. No.
We need to rectify this. Hold on, this isn't shuffle. Hold on, we need to rectify this.
Struck by lightning, you're down to 1 HP.
What the fuck just happened?
I feel like I have angered the gods in some other plane. No.
Who left?
Hmm? No one.
Disconnected.
No, Butters, come back.
Butters, pull the Butters. Don't worry, he'll be back.
Butters.
Got struck
When you
by
s-
lightning.
When you say Butters pull the Butters, I just had a visual of someone sliding across the floor with their butt covered in butter. I don't know why.
That's
What
on
is-
you.
She just designed a new dance move specifically built around you.
What is it?
Called the
He's-
butters.
Sam said Butters did a Butters. In my head, I visualized someone sliding across the floor with their butt covered in butter.
So like dog scooting, human with just a trail of butter behind him.
Oh!
I thought that's
Why are you?
called doing the snap.
Oh, escargot. Got it.
Stop!
Moving forward.
Oh.
You're welcome. As you guys are continuing forward, one of the people who hired you for this kind of slowly moves closer to you guys. Been seeing wargs in these parts in a while. How many were there again? Was
4.
Or
4.
Julius has never seen a warg before.
Yeah, they're big. when I heard the tales of them, I don't know why I imagined them smaller. I tried to tell
Oh.
myself they wouldn't be quite so large, but
Oh,
apparently
sweetie, that's big to you?
for a wolf, yes.
Julius does not think we should be talking about size right now.
what?
Your friends are very interesting. I'm now uncomfortable. I should go. I'm sorry.
She'll pat his shoulder.
He starts heading off, and he's like, keep a watch. If there are wargs nearby, often others who ride them are nearby as well, ranging anything from bandits to goblins. I don't need to run
They
into any
did.
of those.
Julius does remember them having saddles.
Maybe their owners got killed.
All the more reason to keep your eyes open then, eh?
Maybe their owners got eaten.
Maybe
Julius
the
will
wargs
keep his
finally ate
eyes
the
open.
owners.
I hope the
Julius will keep his eyes open. Rolls a 5.
He's just basically looking into the rain, just like, this is water. Perfect.
Now I gotta roll for the drink. Let's see this.
Oh god, are we taking shift watches again?
People who aren't driving can roll perception checks if they wish.
Wow.
Also, for some reason, it's not putting all of your names on it, which I thought I turned that on.
Look! The 23's the Drake!
No worries.
Well, shoot.
Yeah, especially for you guys. I'm actually going to grab the Drake's. Where's Drake? 1C. There you are. I need to make sure I know his name is on there so I can make sure if you roll any
It is.
rolls. No, it's on there now. Because right now it just says perception. When you roll it now, it should have his name
Oh,
underneath
I thought you
it.
meant on his character sheet.
Obviously on the character sheet. But no,
How
I'm
did
talking
you
about
do
when
that?
I roll. In the cog, in the top right-hand column, there's a thing saying add character name to rolls.
2 templates?
The templates, yeah.
Okay.
So that way when you
Where does it
roll,
say
it'll have
that?
your name on it. 1 second, where
Where does it say that?
Hold on.
Right underneath show global ace modifiers.
In here.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, that way you just turn the character name to template on. That way when you roll it next time, you'll be able to differentiate between yourself and your Drake.
Thank you.
No problem. That being said, with a 23, you, after a little bit, suddenly feel something thwack your leg, Paris.
Ow.
And then, Faria, you also feel something slap your leg. As you look down, you
What?
see the Drake's tail just going thump, 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 wagging back and forth, trying to get you guys' attention.
What's got you so excited?
What the?
You see him like lifting his head, just like a pointer, just staring off in one direction, just like.
So switch to Draconic. That doesn't tell me anything.
Over there. It's over there.
What's over there?
Look. Look.
I'll look where he's looking.
Looking over in that direction, you see that there's it looks to have been a cart that was overturned.
Oh
There's holes
shit!
in it, and very faintly within the stretched top, because it was a covered wagon, you see that very faintly you see a little flicker of light.
She'll jump out the cart and run over because that's a wreckage.
I'm
Baton will try, as they're starting to jump out, Baton will try to stop the car.
What now? Yes, good. Sure.
Julius thinks you should all stay here in the cart, and we will make sure that this is not a trap to kill all everyone.
Yeah,
We are on
Baton
our
also
own
hops
horses,
out the
and we
car.
agree with this.
Batalon hops out of the car and starts chasing after him with him. He
Okay.
has no clue where they're going.
Of course.
Julius will hop out as well, and he'll just kind of walk behind the group nonchalantly. Just okay.
I love how like there are three people. It just took me to a camera angle. You see one person run by, two person run by, three person run by. Julia's just walking whistling.
Walking by, eating an apple, just. What's going on here, guys?
What's up, Doc?
God damn it!
Excellent. All right, so Paris says the first of you Looney Tunes to actually show up. You run down, and as you get close to the opening, you see a faint flicker of firelight. It's clear that a lot had to be done to actually make it so that this fire could actually burn in the rain. There's remains of horses that are half buried in mud, and several arrows sticking out of them. And as you get closer, make a perception check.
Fuck. There we go.
You
See, you're good at that like I am.
you just kind of very vaguely glance around. You notice a few other forms that are kind of half buried in mud, but you're not paying attention to that. You're focusing more on that firelight. And as you get closer, you hear a faint sliding sound of steel on steel. It's like a weapon being drawn from a scabbard.
Want
I'm
me to make a
gonna
perception check as well?
Go ahead. Same
slow. I'm gonna slow down, but I'm gonna keep walking towards the fire and have my hands up like I am not harmful.
If you currently can't see in because right now you are a little bit on the opposite side of it. So you have
Yeah,
to kind
but
of-
it doesn't hurt to have
May
my
I
hands
also
up
roll
beforehand.
perception?
God, please make it a
You should look
triple
around.
8.
Go ahead.
Hat trick.
Hat trick.
By the way, I was in the kitchen eating, and I had to run to my room to roll perception.
You're fine. 15.
Oh, there we go.
You were behind the two who ran ahead, so you were able to take a little bit more time getting there because you see that they're at the head. Looking around, you notice that there's one body of a humanoid, larger, that looks like it was shot and semi-pinned, or at the very least looks like they were moved near the back end of the cart that they're currently walking around, but has a blanket covering their face. In the ground around, you see 3 smaller forms, as well as a form near the person with the blanket over the face that looked to be smaller, humanoid in nature. And as you guys get closer, you hear a voice kind of call out at you all. And Madrino, what would you like your first words to be as you hear these intruders approaching on your little hiding spot?
By the way, as soon as I see anyone moving, my hex moves to.
Okay.
I have had a very long day, and I would appreciate it if you do not make it any longer.
We're not here to hurt you. We just wanted to see what happened.
Don't need
Are
any
you
more of you
okay?
goblin folk getting in here.
I'm not a goblin!
Do
Hello
I remember
there.
a goblin?
Screaming out, "Hello there! How are you doing?"
I'll have
Your
have
companion,
Mwansi.
Medrino, is a smaller halfling man who's trembling as he's holding a javelin, and just like as he hears the voice, he just like slowly like stops shaking slowly, kind of looks at you, just like, that does not sound like a goblin.
Talon just starts
That's what his
walking
expression
towards
says.
the cart lackadaisically, like not caring that this is a tense situation.
Look, it-
Just 6'7" man, just walking. Hello there.
I just like turned to Batala, just like, hang on!
I'm making friends. He just keeps walking. Yeah, he just keeps walking. I'm making
Oh.
friends. Just keeps walking.
Still just walk around to the front of the cart with him.
What do we do? What do we? You see him fall on his ass, just like holding a javelin at you guys, just like, oh,
Easy there.
I thought they'd come back.
Who is they?
Goblins, probably, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Hello
think we
there.
may have killed their wargs in that case.
Oh, definitely.
Hello there. My name is Batalin. As he just goes down to hug the small halfling on the ground.
Wait, Batala, hold on! She like moves in front of him.
Mm.
Just give him time before you hug him. He's had a rough day. He might not want to be touched just yet, alright?
Not really.
Would you like a hug?
Give me like.
Would you like a
Give
hug?
me like 5 minutes, maybe. Right now, I'm still a little bit.
What does Madrino's character look like?
Describe.
Am I still wearing the cloak?
You are
we
not.
Never did this. I am not. Okay.
might
I
pick it up
am. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I am a tiefling woman. Hard to tell exactly how tall I am because I'm sitting cross-legged on the ground. I have jet black hair, light turquoise skin, emerald green eyes, and long, very slightly curved horns that point behind me.
Would you like a hug?
Not at the moment, but thank you.
Aww. Okay, well, I kind of put some magic on you, so don't mind that weird feeling for the next hour. Okay? Okay.
I
If
don't
you
even
don't,
say anything. I just squint real hard at him.
if you don't mind me asking, what are you two's names?
I'm George.
I am Nathala.
And I'm
There's-
Batalin.
Nice.
There's no way.
Okay, now I want that hug. You see, like as soon as he knows your name, he just like stabs the butt of the javelin into the ground, gets up, dusts his legs off, and he opens his arms up for the hug.
Batalin doesn't even let go of his spear. He just grabs the guy and picks him up and hugs him.
Oh, I needed someone with this kind of energy. Yes.
Millie's staring at Nathala as Mwansi comes around her.
Just catching up to the party now.
Fiery
Julius,
is kind of
hello.
Yep.
Barry is kind of poking out from behind Millie, just like, "Hello, is everyone okay? You okay?
Better
You okay?"
now. I thought we were going to be ambushed by the wargs again.
Well, you don't need to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, I heard.
Why
Yeah,
don't
very,
we
very
take them
good job.
to the
Very
cart so
well.
they feel a bit safer?
More me than this lass here. She's
Batalin throws him over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes and starts
Oh.
walking towards the car.
holy
Julius
shit.
just gets here now, and you tell him go back to cart. Okay.
Julius walking all this way. What the fuck, man? Poor Julius.
Turns around and walks back like, okay.
He walks in a little huff. He's stomping his feet just ever so slightly.
You are going
Oh.
to be a good friend. As he's walking towards.
I'll offer my
Sure.
hand to
Oh,
Nathala
so-
to help her up.
I appreciate. I say,
I appreciate your offer.
but I stand up on my own.
I have spent a very long time taking care of myself. I can do it.
Done! Do I recognize her?
Nope. Well,
Oh.
not in the rain at the
You think all
moment.
tieflings just know each other?
Not in the rain. You may need, more light to be able to see her better. Because again, it's still very rainy, and you are, still technically in the dark. You can roll an history check to see.
No, I don't trust my history. I'll wait until it gets light. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
thought.
ancient.
Madrina,
Because my nat one nat.
if you'd like, you can spell out the name for Faria so she can have it in her notes.
Yes, certainly.
Just type it down. Or that also helps.
I imagine it's Mal from Goonies. Sweet.
Oh god.
It's just like sees Nathala typing. I'm just like, oh, that works.
That's one way to do it.
Hmm.
But yes, so you guys head back to the cart with 2 new additions, and one of them just like as you said, now you're just like, I was kind of hoping to keep my javelin, but that's okay. I guess I'm not fighting anymore for right now. I'm just gonna he just.
Do you want
like,
me to have Monty get it?
He starts to battalion cast
there it goes.
retreat
Okay.
on himself and zooms.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
So Batalion's running at a not Battalion like speed.
He suddenly just like shifted into turbo. There's
Turbo
also
drive.
memes. Yep. You get the spear and you come back. He's just like, thank you. You definitely didn't have to go out of the way, but
Trust me, he tends to do that.
I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Not going without a weapon after that. I prefer to not. And again, that was 2 nights of just snarling and getting yelled at in Goblin. Goblins are not good conversationalists.
Hmm. If they're any better than their wargs,
What is a goblin?
possibly not.
Oh,
A
So-
green little mean thing.
Are there any goblin tribes on my island?
no. Goblins are very foreign to you.
Oh, okay. Like an orc?
Mm. She kind of like makes the motion.
I know that you said there were some orcs in my tribe. There's
Yes.
orcs, giant like Goliath, and
Imagine an orc without the tusks, longer ears, about
My
here,
size.
and she like,
Fyria, does Fyria know goblins?
okay.
Fyria knows goblins, right?
You've heard of goblins, yes.
Do I know what they look like?
You know the basic story description of them.
Okay, I will use minor illusion to make a picture of a goblin head. Except it's probably wildly cartoonish
Yes.
and very
Yes.
Batalon sticks his finger into it. Just poke.
You probably poke Fyria's hand because she's doing the jazz hands. It's just like, yeah, it's not actually there, but yeah.
Oh, neat trick.
The illusion came out looking like one of those green goblin popsicles.
Yep.
Basically.
Oh, Lord.
Like he kind of makes like a kind of motion with his hand, just like, yeah, it's close enough. Just a little bit meaner on the expression.
I keep adjusting.
oh my god.
There, a little more. There you go. And a little sharper teeth. There, a little more. There you go. And one less tooth.
One less
One
tooth.
less tooth.
Okay.
It depends on the goblin. Some of them will have all their teeth. Other ones will have like 2 or 3 missing because someone punched them out of their face. You know, as you do to goblins.
Does the rain look
Notoriously
like?
bad dental care.
Oh dear.
What was that?
Yes. She asked, "Did you punch a goblin in the face?"
Oh yeah, and then I stabbed him. Mostly because he was trying to stab me. That was his own fault, though. We were just minding our own business when the wargs attacked. What?
Yeah, that's not very nice of them.
That was an out of character laugh because all my brain went to was Avatar for some fucking reason.
Yeah, we
Don't worry, Paris. You're not the only one whose mind went to Fire Nation attacking.
y'all are nerds and I love it.
I just wanted cabbages, man. I just wanted cabbages.
Funny you should mention that.
Goblins start throwing cabbages at us.
No.
Slingshots.
Yeah, we were trying to get our wares down south. Actually heading to Le Corazon ourselves to sell some of the foods we had. We had some carrots that we were able to munch on during our stay here. A couple of potatoes, but mostly cabbages. That's kind of our price crop.
So you're farmers.
I was. She kind of motions to Nathala. We picked up on the way because she said that she could, keep us, as safe as she could. Obviously, if we're being idiots, then, gosh, dang it, Henry, we had one rule.
She seemed to have done very good at her job.
Oh,
yeah.
what do you do for a living? And he'll look to
I wander from place to place. I am a bit of a sellsword, you could say.
I'd put
Can
my money
you-
on that sword.
Julius
you
looked at
speak
her and
up a
does she
little?
actually have a sword?
Yeah, she's a little bit soft-spoken. I noticed that.
Can you speak up a little bit? The rain is really loud.
I am a sellsword. I go from place to place, and whoever offers me enough coin, I work for them.
Oh, what is your skill set?
A little of this, a little of that. Whatever happens to be needed.
Cool.
I hope you're prepared for him to ask quite a bit of questions.
Also, don't worry. Yes, the answer to your question is yes.
No, Julius, please don't ask why she still has one.
I was making sure.
Yep.
It makes sense to be a sellsword without a sword.
Understandable.
But yeah, she. I'd definitely put money on that. That kind of motions towards her sword. She wasn't single-handed. Motions to his javelin. I helped out a bit, and Henry initially was helping out until he thought he could just, scare them off, try to jump on one of them and stab him to death, and ended up getting blindsided by a warg that he decided not to listen to us about.
Hey, would you rather a more not up close and personal weapon than what you have?
Oh, I'm fine with this weapon, me personally.
Okay.
But if you got one, I'm not going to say no.
I'm gonna hand him the short bow and 6 arrows.
Ooh! He takes it, kind of looks it over for a second. Goblin make.
Yeah, I got it off of them wargs earlier, the ones we killed.
I
Is
have
Vitala
a sword
driving?
from one of
Yeah.
them too.
Ooh!
Julius has sword if anyone would like.
Tell you what.
Talon what?
I asked, are you driving?
Yeah, he just kind of.
Yep. He's just saying this over his back while this is going on.
No, I just wasn't sure because I didn't know if I missed hearing he got back in the driver's seat or not.
I get you.
I hear movement outside my room.
Well, before I continue, I'm just considering something real quick.
Do it.
Fucking do it!
I'll allow an inside roll.
Oh dear.
Shit.
No worries. Hard to say. It's mostly likely due to the rain. The rain is really messing up your guys' wisdom checks at the moment because it is just.
How long is it?
It's been raining for the last couple days.
Does it look like it's gonna let up at all soon?
It's gotten
No.
better, but it is not let up.
Oh boy. Can I look around and see if I can find some cover or something?
Make a perception check.
I am going to offer the blanket to Nathala and the other person whose name I've already forgotten.
Nathala?
George.
Yes,
Or George?
George.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You do see that off in the distance there is a much denser grove of trees that you likely will be able to find cover under. Also, for
I'll direct Talon there then.
for Julius, George actually kind of motions his sword. He's like, "Any good with the sword?
No,
What about a javelin?
I can poke.
If you can poke people, I mean, I'm halfway decent with the sword. Trade you."
He'll just throw him the sword.
He tosses you the javelin.
Cool.
have a-
I have 5 of these now.
Yep, you now have a halfling javelin to the other javelins you had.
Is it smaller than other normal javelins?
A little bit, yeah.
Please tell me it's a fire poker.
It's a little bit thicker in the shaft than a fire poker would be, but
I'm sorry! I wasn't gonna laugh and then Livy just started and I lost it!
I love the fact that I can count on you guys to be as dirty-minded as possible.
We got your
I
back,
was
man.
fine until she started!
Keep describing the shaft. It's okay.
It's made of hickory, very firm, very rigid.
Dickory Dock.
I'm moving on now. It's a good javelin. It looks like it would fly straight and true.
Okay.
You're killing me!
Within the next, I'd say, hour and a half, you're able to get to the tree line, find your way underneath the actual overhang of the wood to prevent yourselves from being completely soaked through. It is obviously still pouring down, but there's more drier spots where you guys can actually have a respite from the rain and a chance to set yourselves up to start getting a rest. Which George is completely fine with what he's got currently. He does have his own pack and satch of stuff. Obviously the other two are setting up an actual full pair of tents because they have their own tents for that.
I'm getting my hammock out.
Okay, you put your hammock between two of the trees that are close enough, which it does take you a little bit to find one. You're a little on the outskirts of the group to do that unless you found a way to use something else to do it, which it would not support your weight. So
I have 50 foot of rope.
you're going to make it a very long hammock.
I could, yeah.
All right.
This is where you needed a movable rod or two.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh, give you guys 2 immovable rods and you just click, click, hang your hammock and just like, don't worry guys, I've got this covered.
No.
I
Wouldn't
like
be
this
the
idea.
weirdest use of it.
I like
I'll get
this
some
idea.
more. Since I'm getting dry, I'll get to work on panning the 20 pounds of warg hide!
Mhm.
That's all it said, fuck it, dude.
Would you like some assistance? Julius might know a way to help. No, never mind. That won't last long enough.
What are
She
you
was
looking to do?
curious, I was gonna say yes up until...
I have
She's-
a ball of fire.
Oh dear, no. She's
Possibly not the best idea.
she's tanning leather. Well, trying to make leather.
Mm-hmm. Roll Leatherworker's Tools Wisdom.
Can I find any decent branches that are not completely sodden?
There are
So
more than a
pick
few
one.
that you can find, yes.
Sweet, I'm
Good
climbing.
check.
Okay, so you find
What'd
one,
you say,
and
man?
you're just going to lay on the branch.
I said good
I'm
check.
gonna roll out the padding sort of over it and then sleep on it.
Alright, so you definitely get a good setup for it. You actually figure out a way to essentially set it up so that when you put the hide into it, you're actually letting the rain itself fill up. What you've essentially made is a very, very large bucket, essentially. You could probably lay in it based off of how it is, but you're able to set it down for the hides to be soaked. Covering it up afterwards a little bit tricky, but you can make it work. The hard part is going to be time, because it does take some time for it to actually fully tan.
Naturally.
That being said, once it has tanned, after that you'll have the glorious and difficult process of softening it. Excuse me. But after that, you'll be able to scrape it down as you need and make yourselves a blanket for Batalon and whatever else you wish to make out of the other.
I'm just making blankets, not like
Yeah, you can make
any
other stuff
actual
out of that.
blankets.
And you guys are getting out of winter too, so it's going to be spring actually quite soon.
Dude, I still lay under a blanket in the middle of summer. The fuck?
A winter blanket?
Does this count as a winter blanket, or is this just a
This
fur
is
blanket?
this is a large creature, thick fur.
Ah, okay.
You could count that as a winter blanket, yeah. Or as, hide for a jacket or for armor or whatever you wanted that to be. But if you're just making blankets out of it, yeah. It'll take you a little less time to get it all situated, but it will take a little longer on the softening stage, just to make sure it's beaten properly into softness.
Alright.
And that being said, who's taking watches?
I'll take first watch as I'm doing this shit.
Julius will take last watch again.
I'll take
I
second.
will have Mwansi sit with Julius.
Batalon says, whenever anybody feels like it, wake me up.
What?
Basically, whoever, if someone wants him to take the watch after theirs, wake him up.
Or if you just want a friend during your watch, Batalon's willing.
Fair enough.
It's Batalon.
Since I'm having Mwansi sleep so that he'll be on watch with Julius, she'll turn towards the two that they picked up. Either one of you want to help me out with this?
I will take the watch with you.
She'll kind of give like a thumbs up to her back to her task at hand.
Okay.
I'm going to take a wild guess say your wisdom is higher because I don't trust myself, so I'll offer you advantage, man.
You unfortunately guessed wrong, but I'll do it anyway.
If you want me to do it.
I mean, you've already said.
I mean, Don ain't stopping us.
Nope.
If you want, yeah, you can do it. I'll give you advantage.
Oh.
Probably for the best.
Yeah!
25. Okay. As you're working and keeping everything as close to together as you can, you do eventually, as you guys have been, talking together and whatnot, you do realize that you do recognize this woman. She was an old friend back at home. But more importantly, rather than focusing on catching up quite yet, it's a faint flicker of light off in the distance. And a second one, just kind of glowing a little bit brighter and then fading away, going a little brighter, fading away. Doesn't seem to be illuminating more than some of the trees, and it's just kind of moving and flickering a bit unnaturally. It's far enough away that it's not imminent or threatening, but it's just something that you're noticing.
I'll point it out to Nathala.
Do I see it?
With her pointing it out, yes.
What exactly do you
recognize
that
it?
is?
Either one of you can roll a history or I'll say Arcana check would also work.
Now with advantage.
Okay, 17.
17.
History or Arcana, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 2 either way for me.
Yeah, it's no for me.
That's a
I
no
have
for
no
me,
idea
dog.
What the heck that is?
No idea. That's certainly a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Paris. You're not certain about what it is. You've heard stories of haunted figures in the woods, in the forests, primarily near areas that are swampy or boggy or near old graveyards. You don't remember the exact name of them. Closest you remember is a story that essentially gave the name of the creatures as will-o-wisps, and the story was essentially don't heed the whispers of the will-o-wisp. Little children's story basically saying if you hear the whispers from balls of light, don't follow them or you'll end up in a plight. Which
It's like,
the person who wrote it was clearly not realizing that kids don't always know what plight means. But then again, the person, was also a person who had their name sketched into the first page of the books, so he was willing to pay the money for it.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like a parent kind of telling this story and then just looking up when they say that word, like, who the fuck thinks that a kid knows what that word is?
It has to be explained. But then again, it also does have some illustrations to help illustrate the point.
Of course. Miller just kind of winces, like, oh, great.
Something wrong.
I'm gonna take a guess on what they are. I'm gonna guess will-o-wisp. Don't think they're close enough to prove a problem, but I will have to warn the group against heeding certain calls.
I see. Well, as long as they are not going to be an issue.
Shouldn't. If they are, we'll have to knock someone out.
As you're watching, you see one of the lights, how they, as I said, they've been growing and receding in their light. You see one of them glowing brighter, receding, glowing brighter, and then it disappears. And then it all of a sudden just begins glowing again, and you see another tiny little spotlight just kind of bobbing back and forth as though it's now shaking this other light with it, like a tether.
Did I just witness someone get killed by a will-o-wisp?
Based off
You
of what you're
watched
seeing,
it bake.
you have no idea.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Right.
It made a baby.
You didn't see it. It didn't look like it entered a body, and you didn't hear any exclamations of pain or anything like that. You just saw it just vanish and then reappear with another light above it.
That could also technically mean that someone just joined it, which is no.
More dead kids. More dead kids.
It depends on the lore behind it. They also can just be evil spirits.
I'd rather be dead kids.
Yeah, me too, but
It's a dark thing. I'm aware, and trust me, I'm aware. I do understand the will-o-wisp being the dead kids thing, and whether or not that's part of my world, you'd have to research.
Let me research, see if the spirit is a dead child. No.
I mean, you'd have to look into books and such, which you guys currently don't have access to.
I have a book. I forgot.
I have a book. It's everything I need.
A book with all the answers to all the questions.
No, I'm sorry. I just that comment made me remember. Oh yeah, I picked up this book.
Though there are lore books that actually PHP no one ever buys.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
It's sad. That being said, the rest of your shift goes calmly.
What do we tell Batalon about those glowing lights he can make friends with?
Yeah, Freya said she'd take second watch. Hell no. How the fuck do I wake her up, actually?
Who?
Throw a rock at her.
Freya! She's
mean-
up in the tree!
She didn't make this easy for you, but, you know, that's half the fun.
No, they did. No, they did not. It's safer.
I'll climb the tree to try and wake her up.
Wow.
Okay.
misgendered.
Once I get up there, I'll gently shake her.
Freya, suddenly someone is shaking you.
Yeah, calm down, it's me. It's Millie. It's your turn to watch.
Mm,
You want to go back to sleep?
I'm not going to go back to sleep. I'll be fine.
Alright. I will slide back down the tree.
Whee! Okay. They'll sit on their branch and keep an eye out then.
Alright.
Is there anyone else taking the shift with me?
But Alan offered if anybody wanted a bud, you could wake them up.
I have a bag of pebbles.
Julia said he's on last.
I'll poke Batalon to wake him up so she has assistance.
Talon's
Or
in the
it's
hammer.
a bedroll.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm off the tree now, though.
He just wakes up. Oh, oh,
I think Freya would like your assistance.
oh, fun with friends. I'm so happy. Now go to sleep. He'll grab you, hug you, and pick you up and shake.
She'll hug him back before he sets her down.
He'll start climbing the tree that she's on, and she gets to the base of the branch.
Okay.
They will watch him climb up, and they don't look too bemused. They look a little bemused when he starts climbing up, but then they'll just go, "Okay, I guess this is happening."
This is a thing.
Okay.
Just so you know, Guru, that's without the stuff he has on.
You don't go up very high. Because you can definitely hear the creaking of the branches as you're getting higher up, and you're just like, this is fine.
Talon,
Batalon's
I
a
don't
thick boy.
think my branch will fit the both of us.
Okay, I'll sit on one below you.
Yeah, he's on a branch below you, but it's, you know, you got to be low enough that, you know.
The branches are a bit thicker.
Yeah.
I just imagine that Talon's really tall. I just imagine that he's sitting on the branch and he just feels something tickling the top of his head. It's just the end of Fiery's tail.
He's only 6'7".
He's only 6. God damn it.
He's only 6'7". Perception checks.
Who wants to take it? Who wants to give advantage to who?
Let's each do one. It's fun.
Okay.
That is an option.
9.
Excellent.
Hey, see?
All right. Batalon, how does
There's a foot
Freya
in my
lay up
face,
here?
but he's not gonna come.
You're like,
fun
you
of
keep
the-
shifting back and forth, looking down the branch, just like, this thing is really chafing my ankles. How the heck is this? Okay, yep, sure. This is
That's why they put down the bedding.
hmm
They just wrap bedding around the branch.
What?
Uh,
Wait, what's chafing his ankles?
bark.
Wait, his bark is. Oh, I thought his feet were dangling.
They're dangling a little bit, but that's why it's chafing. Because he's like kicking his feet a little bit and it just grinds against it, just like, okay, so I can't do that. Thanks. Thanks, nature. For real?
Goddamn,
Above-
nature always has it out to get you, doesn't it?
Always. For real? With your higher vantage point, you see off in the distance tiny little lights just kind of dancing around.
Did we tell them about the lights?
Nope. And as you're watching the lights go about, you see one of the lights looks like it's like being like it's like moving back and forth almost in a manner similar to a lantern. And then you see shadowish form seem to shift, and if it turns, the only thing you see is 2 pinpoints of tiny light, smaller than the light that is next to it, that looks like eyes looking around.
Oh, I just got shivers. Oh, that's a bad no. Okay. Okay. Baton's gonna get that tail just kind of woof over his nose and just Faria points.
Does it hit it?
It whiffs
It's a fuzzy
against your
tail.
nose. It's more fuzz than a smack.
No, because something just drops down when Talon gets scared. Wesley, okay, he's
You're fine.
good. Just jumps to your tail could have knocked him out of the tree. So he goes, huh? Yes?
But Faria points off towards the lantern light question mark and the glowing eyes. I think someone's. Does it look like they're coming towards the campsite?
Nope. But you see something seeming to look around. Just looking around, just not moving closer. At one point you see like the light rise up, and it gives you a very distinct impression of someone raising a lantern. But no matter how close that light is to those eyes, from where you currently are, you see no form.
Would I have any idea what this could be, or whether it might just be someone lost in the woods?
Actually, Guru.
Yes.
If I were to track this thing, would I have advantage on tracking it?
You don't know yet.
Huh?
You don't know yet. You're currently in a tree. You're not trying to track it.
So does she point?
She points it out.
Starts climbing.
You're going to try and
This is
approach
exactly what we were trying
Yep.
to avoid.
it? Hold on, say that again.
Yes, the Talon is trying to approach it.
Okay. Alright, so you begin to approach this form and figure. As you get within, it's within 120
approaching.
feet,
He's trying to look nice and approachable.
you
I'm
hear,
getting out of the tree.
as you're within 120 feet, which I'd say it's a good 150 feet away from the camp, which Faria, you'd be able to get right behind him if you were following him immediately.
She's gonna smack Balancy's snout when she's going, they. Ah, now I'm doing it.
You're fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you off with that.
No, but yeah, they are going to smack Balancy's snout as they're sort of following after Batalin.
Yep. Jumps onto your shoulders and lets you carry it down.
Mwansi.
Onesie!
Oh,
The
Onesie.
Drake!
Sorry, the Drake. My bad. He.
No, Rolo is
Rolo.
constantly
Thank you.
on the shoulder.
I mixed them up
Mwansi's
for a
getting
second
one-
there. My apologies. It's been a month for me too.
I'm sorry.
So Onesie quickly crawls up behind you, just keeping an eye out, just squinting, just. As you get to within 120 feet, as I mentioned before, you hear a. You see the light spin around for a second and vanish.
No. No. Batalin, we are going back to the camp. That is. I'm getting.
Figure out where it went, Guru, by track.
Roll a survival check.
At advantage, because it's in a Faith Fiender undead.
I'd say it would
The
cancel
way that works is
disadvantage.
you have to choose one to track, and then you gain advantage. Just so you know.
You have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track Fae, Fiend, and Undead, as well as intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Oh,
If
then what's the
you
one
are
that you get to choose
actively
actively to
these
pick one?
creatures types-
I think that's Ranger.
If you are actively tracking one of these creature types, you cannot be surprised
That's
by
it.
any creatures of.
Yep.
So can I roll something to know if
Are you asking to roll like a survival check or a?
what would it be to know what this thing is?
I
That'd
would
be an
like to know
intelligence
the
check.
same.
I'd say
If you're undead, would I have advantage on it?
right. I'd say
If it's a ghost, it makes it an aberration.
No, an undead if it's a ghost.
Is it?
yeah. If it's a ghost, it would be an aberration. I'll say roll me a straight Arcana check. No advantage. Both of you.
Yay.
Oh!
Mm.
You don't know what this is.
Well, I'm
All
trying
you
to
know
track
is that
it.
it was there for a second, and now it's not.
Now I try to track it still or no?
Roll a survival check.
Straight?
Straight.
12.
You look around, you're like, okay, I can. It's gotta leave some kind of trail, right? You get up to where you'd last seen it. Fiery, are you following him as well?
Is he going after where the thing was?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're gonna grab for one of the belts that he's got strapped across him, and they're gonna go. I really don't think we should follow him, or it,
I'm
or
not going to
whatever it
follow him.
was, unless we have more people from the camp.
Look, they're
'Cause
sleeping. They're peaceful
It
right now.
fucking
It's fine.
Vanished.
Worst comes to worst, I book it back to camp.
It fucking vanished. That's not a good sign. Good sign.
Could be worse.
I don't know, and that's what scares me.
Let me check something, because I know we got a short rest, but not long rest in. I'm pretty sure I'll get my slots back. in a
Yes,
second.
it's a
Tack
short
it.
rest.
Tack it free. I said fuck.
We've only had a short rest. Damn it.
He turns around and puts his hands above his shoulders. Look, I am very fast when I want to be. I can run back to camp, no problem if there's something.
Well, you're not bloody well going alone. And they're going to turn to Mwanzi and say, if we're not back soon, or if you hear screaming, go wake up your owner. Wake up Millie, please.
Gives a little quick nod, just like you swear, like gives you like a little salute.
Okay, good Drake. Good Drake. Okay, let's do this.
Just now curious if drakes are like dogs and have no sense of time.
I said soon.
He's smarter than.
He's smarter than your average bear. Because he's a drake. That being said, so you head over near to where the creature had once been. Alright, so you're looking around, and with a perfunctory glance, actually roll me a second survival check.
If I cast light, would that assist?
It would assist a little bit. This roll would still be a straight roll for Batalon.
Okay. I
Something in Discord crapped on me. Apparently, I have my blood maledicts back as well.
I'll say that you guys are currently full health, just so you're aware. So that way you're not being worried about anything regarding that at the moment.
We're currently what?
Full health.
Full health. Got it.
It's everything else that I'm fucked up with.
Yeah, and you should have all your spell slots back as well, because you are a warlock. You get your spell slots
Oh,
back
I did not
after
know.
a short rest, yes.
I have my singular spell slot back. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cast light on a pebble.
Okay, so you now have more light to go along with everything.
Oh, should I activate my spear just in case?
That's your call, Furia.
Yeah, he's asking you.
Wait, what am I being?
Should he activate his spear just in case?
No, probably because if anything goes bad, we are booking it back to camp.
Gives a thumbs up.
I mean it. We are booking it.
I'm the one that gave that idea in the first place. Trust me, I know.
Okay. And I need that second survival check, by the way.
Me?
You.
19.
Alright. So you get into that area, and as you're kneeling down, roll another Arcana check, this one with advantage.
It's still -1.
You have advantage this time. That should help a little bit.
Why did you?
Sitting.
Okay, that's not terrible.
You have also heard tales of the lights from beyond, otherwise referred to as will-o-wisps. Creatures that had, at one point, been alive. They have a certain energy to them. Generally, it's an electric energy.
So lightning would not be good. Would Batalon know that? Is the
Yes, he would know that.
thing. Okay.
He would
Good.
realize lightning, pretty much they're made from light, and it's presumed that lightning is just another form of light that they ignore.
So would I know they're undead?
Those creatures, yes, those are undead. And
So
you notice that there's little pricks of the grass underneath your feet that have been burnt and curled in such a way that looks similar to lightning strikes. You've seen what it does before, but you see a point where it was moving and then stopped and seemed to just altogether vanish. Does not look like it went upwards as you would have expected it might, because you do know that it doesn't have a walking speed. The only way to really track it is by the little bits of static that trail where it had been. There's just no track of it. It's like it was there and then it wasn't.
I'd like to speak to you if I could.
Do we?
Okay.
I'll else than the neck.
You turn and you see a. It looks like the torso up of a humanoid form wreathed in shadows and what appears to be what used to be cloth. Kind of a translucent hood and a otherworldly grin as it holds in its hand some kind of cage that has a little will-o-wisp bouncing around inside of it as it reaches back its hand and slams the cage at you. Let's see.
I'm not surprised by it, but
Not by the will-o-wisp, but the other creature? Yeah, you're surprised by it.
is it undead?
The creature? Nope. The will-o-wisp is, but it's not what's attacking you. It's the creature. That plus it's not super strong, but I'm guessing a 21 still hits you.
Yes.
All right. So that is where's my D4 and my D6?
I told you it was a bad idea. I told you it was a bad idea.
It's fine.
Wait, no, not D6, D8. There we go. All right. Ouch. That is 7 bludgeoning damage and 8 lightning damage as it slams into you. And with that, let me actually grab where is Faria. I'm actually going to drag you guys over to the map. And just so you're aware, I just grabbed a thing that most represented it, what it looks like. So when you see it, feel free to laugh. But it is meant more to represent what it looks like, because it's a lot more Eldritch Horror than it looks like. But that being said,
Flying Dutchman. Is that Kiri?
Still looks creepy.
Poles will forever be creepy.
yes, they will be. And I'm actually going to Discord stop being a dick.
I get like flashbacks to the big pose that you had to chase all over fucking Hyrule Fields and Ocarina. Especially the ones that would fucking troll you and glitch into the wall in 2 seconds.
I haven't played all of Ocarina.
Oh,
I played
oh
I
god.
haven't played it in so long.
I was literally the one that my grandma, I'm gonna kill this foe, because otherwise we about to break this controller.
Don't know why my combat is being so weird about this. That's okay.
So Batalion's not bloodied, which is good to know, but he's got that.
Yeah, it rolled maximum damage on both its hit die. Not hit die, it's, yeah, damage die, which thankfully wasn't a crit. But I do not. Apologize, 1 second here.
I'm
I
here to
hate
work with.
Hmm? You're cutting in and out for me.
Whenever I go to my go-to Eldritch Horror is Don.
There you go, Don.
What'd you say, Butters?
The one you made for us to fight.
That would have been pretty good. Yeah, that
Either
first
that
one
or
would have been
this.
really good. Yeah, the second one's not bad, but it doesn't have the scythe. I kind of like the first one. I'm going to use this token just for the time being, but that one's pretty good.
Whatever you have an image in mind, just add realistic to a Google search and it helps.
Yes, it would. Granted, this is still creepy enough for what we need, which was what I was going for. I hate that this is... I thought I had this in this server, otherwise this would have been already up and running.
It's all good.
Take your time. For them just joined, or did they?
Good choice of words, Rhythm. Not really. Here we go. Let me see about Rhythm. Hey Rhythm, can you be a bud? Can you be a bud and a friend and a pal?
Generally, no.
Okay, I asked. Whoops, I need that turned down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
this
that
is too
was-
epic for the situation.
I mean, to be fair, it's not too epic for the situation at all. So,
Something tells me unless you book it, you're gonna get surrounded.
you don't know how many there are, but you know the one's right in front of you, and it just backhanded you. So, is Faria back? She said she was going to be right back.
Leave Lammy is still gone for the moment.
That's
I
okay.
think she's going to get her toe.
In the meantime, we will roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Well,
Luckily, these guys don't have great initiative. Okay. Oops. Match your initiative. Also, disclaimer, this music is owned by Red Hood Studios, creator of Darkest Dungeon, and when I saw this, just the image of it, I was just like, yes, this is good music for this situation. So I had to bring it up. I had to bring it on board because this is just, it's good stuff. So now we're just waiting on Faria to get back so we can hop on in. And I will say that because it's dexterity modifier is lower than yours, you do have a first go on the 12 initiative. Man, I had this on 1%, it's still loud as hell. Rhythm knows how to bring the beat, but gosh dang it. Change that to that. Just make sure.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
Welcome
sorry.
back. We get music.
No. What's my initiative? There.
Okay. All right. That's actually perfect rolling for the initiative. So, Batalin, you are first on the initiative list.
okay, remember when I said I'd run straight back to camp? You get that head start first. As Vital will take a swipe turn.
Okay. Gonna try and hit the thing. Roll ahead.
Actually, that's lightning damage. Okay, yeah. Leap up out.
That just hits. Okay.
I'll do
For
eight
8
piercing.
piercing. And you said you had the lightning damage on it as well?
No, I do not.
So you didn't invoke your right.
No.
Okay, if you didn't invoke your right, just want to make sure.
Someone tells me these guys like the lightning. And my the tentacle around my neck will tighten extremely, and I'll use Blessing of Necrolis on myself.
Okay,
I heal for 7.
gotcha. So you got back 7 HP. Alright. This creature's turn. He's gonna try and hit you again. Plus 17.
That hits.
It's getting really lucky on its rolls here. That's 5 bludgeoning damage and 6 lightning damage. As it whips the lantern, and as it slaps into you, the will-o-wisp slams into the side of it, and the lightning inside of it just arcs into your body.
I'm barely.
You're barely bloodied? Oh boy. Alright, Faria, it is your turn.
Batalon, not without. And they're gonna invoke Armor of Shadows,
Okay. So using your action to put on mage armor.
and then they're gonna yeah,
Okay. And what was the second thing you were doing?
and then screaming very loud.
All right. So just gonna start screaming.
Yes.
All right, so that
No,
will.
you don't understand. I can outrun you. That's why you need to get the head start.
You can run. You can scream as you're running.
Yep.
Mm.
Become the amazing scream queen you were always meant to be.
No, I'm trying to figure out if I'm trying to visualize that, but
Yes.
Talon was telling
To see if Faria would realize
Cop,
that.
or if they.
She's seen him cast expeditious routine, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he went to go get that spear, he ran
Expediti-
at unnatural speed.
Yeah, but are they gonna leave him behind? Even if it's only for a moment. It's like, do I want to leave him behind?
How about you do the compromise of throw one of those healing lights at me, then book it.
I am out of healing light!
You get it back when
Is it a
No.
long rest or a short rest?
long. That's
Long
that's
rest.
the one.
That's
It's a long rest.
Yep. Them and the Circle of Dreams both get that back after a long rest, not a short rest.
He's gonna run. He's running.
Run,
where's the
Furia,
camp?
run. It's to the south.
Where's the camp? Okay. Wait.
Right.
I'm sorry.
All right. So you start running southward. Batalon, it is your turn.
I'm sorry.
Sure, fuck it.
Taking the opportunity attack or disengaging? Batalon,
Yeah,
are you disengaging or taking the opportunity attack?
don't let him swing at me.
14.
Misses. AC 15.
Swings it lantern through the air and it misses you.
All right. I'll prep for a
All right. So you're setting yourself in, ready to attack him if he gets too close.
charge. Yeah.
All
We
right.
want to
Okay.
turn. Wait, I'll swing at it before charge is a bonus.
You already moved.
I'll let you choose that one, Guru.
Yeah, you already moved before you decided to swing, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
now. Alright. The creature, as you've run off.
Wait, Guru. I asked
Yes.
a question.
What?
It says prepping for a charge is a bonus. Are you keeping it a bonus?
For now.
Okay, then before I ran, I would have attacked.
I'm gonna say because you already
That's
moved,
so-
I'm gonna say you didn't attack.
Okay. Blast.
That you can do. That does hit. Click that damage.
No
Obviously,
piercing.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. No worries. As it slams into his chest, kind of like holds out the lantern, and for its turn, it is going to. Oh, that's cocked. Make a spell attack. Where it's going to hold the lantern out and start shaking the lantern to get the electricity riled up, and then fire a bolt of lightning at you. Faria. Does a 20 hit? Limey!
You're cutting out. I
Yeah.
can't hear.
I said, does a 20 hit?
There we
I'm
go.
getting about half of
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guru, you're cutting out so
I only
badly.
heard about.
Jeez, why is it cutting out? Do I have to remove rhythm? Really?
No, you're fine now.
Now I'm fine?
Yeah.
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 Okay, now I'm fine.
I think it was a Discord kind of hiccup.
Okay, it apparently just had a heart palpitation. I said that when Batalin ran away and shot it, it kind of grunted from the attack, laughed, held out its lantern, began to shake it, and fired a bolt of lightning at Faria. Does a 20 hit? Five lightning damage.
Oh, just straight up 5. Okay.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
a ranged thing, so it doesn't have as much damage, but it's still able to do
No,
some
Guru,
damage.
you are still cutting out 100% because we had no. You didn't
Hold
say
on.
what you.
1 second. Am I back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
where'd you
yes.
lose me at?
You
Did
said
it have
just
to
lightning
roll?
damage was
Okay.
dealt. You didn't say what it
Okay.
rolled or anything.
I heard
I
5
said
lightning
that
damage.
I said it rolled a 20 to hit.
Oh, okay.
So that's
That'll
what the
I
Right.
didn't hear the
That'll-
roll. I for a minute I thought it was just boom, 5 damage.
No,
Okay.
no, it rolled a 20 to hit you. And I said what it did was when it got hit by the attack, it looked at
Yeah, we
itself,
heard that.
laughed.
We heard that part.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's a 20 to hit, so that's how it did the damage. And seeing you guys run away, it's going to do. It's going to move over here. Scroll down so you can see. It is bouncing and weaving and waving its little lantern at you guys, very proud of itself. Faria, it's now your turn.
I
Yes.
don't know why he is still cutting out.
Still
I don't
cutting
know why.
out.
Hold on, can you hear me now?
You're cutting out a
Barely.
lot, dude.
I don't know why.
It's not a, if I can hear you now. It's just when you're talking, you'll start cutting out.
That's weird. I said
Get rid of rhythm. I'm blaming rhythm for this.
Watch it still happen.
He's rolling to see if Rhythm survives.
Oh.
Any true DM should.
How do I remove rhythm again?
Right click it and kick it.
I think it's disconnect. It's exclamation point disconnect.
Okay.
Or plus, yeah. There we go. Rhythm, you fucker.
Let's see if rhythm was what was messing me up. But yes, it floats on over, and it is now over where it has now moved. Am I still in and out?
You cursed us.
Reload your entire
Yeah.
Discord.
You went robot.
Hold
Just
on.
reload your entire Discord.
1 second. Discord's messing up
Pretty
so
bitch,
much.
but-
Discord's messing up so much. How about now, everyone?
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
pretty good.
no,
It
that's
sounded okay, but
We'll see how long that
Anytime.
lasts. Alright, so. I said it floated over there, and now it's Faria's turn.
Jesus.
Alright, you fucking bastard. Let's do this.
Alright, and what is the this that shall be done?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh boy, everyone's gotten out for me.
It's bound to a physical.
Say again?
so far Dawn has said yes, they do need to sleep.
And I think it well depends. I don't. My familiar is not the same as yours. Mine wasn't alive at any point.
He
Is
Don-
Mine is a
life
spirit.
now.
I think Guru's trying to talk and is still cutting out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. You guys were all cutting out for a moment. Can you hear me now?
I think it's just Discord.
It might just be Discord.
Fun
Yeah.
time for Discord.
So yeah, Fiery, go.
Okay. Well, the screaming is going to continue. The running is going to continue.
Okay.
Please tell me your arms are up in the air, flailing as you do so.
No, it's more.
He's-
It's just straight sprint and interspersed screaming.
Okay. Are you going to
Does
try
Willow-
an action dash, or are you going to do an attack? What are you doing with your action?
Do I get an action bonus action?
Yes. You can
Why wouldn't you?
movement 30 feet. Dashing means you can move an extra 30 feet.
But it takes away your
I-
action.
Yes.
I am going to bonus action magic stone,
Mm-hmm. You
and then action.
can throw it if you want. There you go. That hits. Throw a rock! 4 bludgeoning. Alright.
Travis made a canon that he officially does yell Eldritch Blast every time he casts it, like in character.
Excellent. That's beautiful.
Well, I mean, Faria is currently keeping up the well-earned tradition of rock.
Rock!
I really want to find the one day that someone shows up and just says paper and something bad happens to you.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a wizard.
And you just get like enveloped into a pocket dimension or some shit.
Oh,
No.
Discord is so needy.
What happens
Run
when someone
here.
screams scissors?
Alright, so you move over there.
Depends. Is it 2 women?
Sure, I'll cast hex
No.
Okay.
on it. Screw the exposition.
Why did it not show up the hex? There we go.
And Eldritch Blaze.
That hits.
5 damage.
Alright. 5 damage. Nice.
I've never heard someone say 5 damage. Nice. Alright.
Damage is damage.
Mm.
Turn over.
Okay. So it's now going to.
And now it runs at me. God fuck.
And.
It's never the turn I prep for a charge anything runs at me. It's directly
No.
And it's gonna swing at you. 16. That's 7 bludgeoning damage and 5 lightning damage.
Y'all need to fucking sprint.
What do you think I'm doing?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean dash.
Alright.
Okay. I'm still up.
Faria, it's now your turn.
How up are you?
I'm in my singles. Single digit club.
That's not good.
Roll something in the background real quick. Okay. There we go. First one's
Oh, why do I keep forgetting Hellish Rebuke? Okay, that can be another time.
Hex is gone.
Okay. So X is no
Wait.
longer on it.
Oh,
Didn't you say 11 damage?
Yes, but that means that it's either 10
It was
or
12
half the
damage
damage,
total.
which is, yeah,
Oh.
which 10 is higher. Alright, so she gives you nice 16 HP back. She
I'll
casts
slap
that.
his arm and keep running.
Has Moancy heard anything yet?
Oh, I'm still screaming.
I imagined. Alright, so 1 second. 1 second. At the top of the round,
Tell you what, though,
do its
when I-
damn job.
it did make sure that there was a very loud sound of to wake people up, and I roll its initiative here to see if it would be at the top of the round. Which, guess what? It is. And he's a very fast boy, so he'd be the first one to arrive anyway. Everyone else is on their way.
Do you do
Cool.
flanking? I forget.
I do, but that don't forget that does mean that enemies can do it back to you.
That's why I was asking.
Yes. So once he would know to move
Two
right
for
there.
the next round or not yet?
You guys will be rolling in next
It might
round.
take. We're more than 100 feet away. I know that.
Yeah, so you guys have
So
one
it's
more
gonna
round
take a
before you
bit.
can actually get close enough. I will say that if you want,
Well,
you
Eldritch
can,
Blast at one.
you can roll initiative because you do have 120 feet with Eldritch Blast. You're a little off map, but you can fire at this thing. Why is that still on there? Okay. So, Monsi is first to go. Paris, what was Monsi wanting to do?
Bite.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. That miss. Oh, wait, no, with advantage because he's flanking.
Ah.
Misses. Shun, shun. Just trying to get its attention. Alright. Batalon, it is now your turn.
Talon.
Batalon, what?
Too far away.
I'm activating my right. Screw.
Okay.
I take 3 damage.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, god damn it, let's hope this helps. 1 second, advantage.
damn.
That will definitely hit.
Oof.
Why is he laughing?
Because he finally was able to get a critical hit on this thing.
Oh, no.
And Batalon's not moving.
Alright.
Oh, god damn it.
Of course, as one would expect. So you stab into it, the lightning just kind of like holds its arms just like, and it kind of looks down at you just like,
Does lightning seem to affect it?
it is not. But it does look to be very hurt by the stab. Sure that's the right- yep.
Because technically I shouldn't have been able to cast Hex. It only works if my right is active for spell.
That's fine. I mean, you lost it anyway, so we'll just say that you have the spell slot back. I'm just going to take back the, how much damage was it? 3? 2. It was only 2 damage, so I'll just
2.
add the 2 damage back to it. Simple enough. You only got 1 hex off on it, so we'll just add the hex damage back to you. Or not to you, the spell slot to you, is what I was trying to say. Words are
Okay.
hard sometimes, but yes, so I'm generous.
Mm.
Thank you for being honest. That's why I'm giving you it back. So this creature, realizing it's now surrounded, holds up the lantern and starts shaking it again. I need Batalon and Wansi to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, that
Wow.
succeeds.
Mm,
And that's, yep, those both succeed. So you only take half damage, so you take 1 point of lightning damage as the lightning from the lantern begins arcing in and hitting everything within 5 feet of it. Just 1 point.
Alright. I'm at 20 HP.
Cool. Right. Julius, it is your turn.
Sorry, got distracted by Puppy.
You're
One
fine.
second.
Got
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you said got destructed.
She walked in and started licking my hand.
Aww.
Yeah. Good thing you guys saved too.
Wait, we reached a save point?
No.
Awesome!
They saved their Constitution save.
I was kidding. So let's see, from 120, you're running up as fast as I can and shooting.
That will hit.
Just 2 damage.
2 force damage is still 2 force damage. It slams into its side
And
kind of spins in place before looking at you.
then I'll have Reynard go invisible and he'll start moving forward as well.
Gotcha. Alright. Faria, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. Can I hit the Will-O-Wisp in the cage?
I'd say roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna whack Eldritch. And that's disadvantage. No! That's the wrong button!
Wrong button! Oh no, that was funny.
13 does hit. Roll damage. Okay, you hit the cage and it goes spinning around in circles and it kind of looks at you just like... Does not look happy, even though it's laughing, but it does seem to
Is
realize
it the
you're in for
creature
it.
that's laughing, or is
The
it
creature.
the will-o-wisp?
No, the creature. The creature's the one that's laughing. Alright.
Alright, you didn't like that.
Alright. So everyone else who wants to be awake can put yourselves right next to Julius and roll initiative. This is where you'll be
Cool.
next turn. Or rather, this turn. Let's get you guys some initiative.
The art from Mad. Ooh.
hmm
Oh, she's hot.
Oh no, she's hot.
Not that one. Other one. Why is that one closed? Fuck off.
Everything is going sideways.
Let's
Okay.
see. Holy crap.
Good initiative. And Julius is already here, so just click that. So Nathala, you are first on the initiative list.
Yeah.
So next turn, would I be within 60 feet?
If you dashed.
Okay.
As I was running up, did I see... What did I see? I suppose I should ask.
You see a glowing light, a shrouded-looking creature, and the crackling lightning spear of Batalon.
Okay.
That's definitely new.
Is it
Oh yeah,
raining?
this dude is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, first of all, I haven't seen this before.
This is new. As well as Faria yelling basically all kinds of sounds and words trying to get people's attention.
There is probably switching between waking up and some words in. Just trying to be loud, trying to be blatantly obvious. Here we are.
Very fast Spanish in the distance.
I'm like 99. Yeah, I understand what she's saying. If it's an infernal.
The key translates.
Why
you guys
Is the
wake
creature
up?
now
We're in
hard?
trouble. Please come.
Say what?
What was that, Butters?
Some change. The creature is above battalion and initiative.
Still technically because your dex is higher.
Your dex is higher. It doesn't register dex for some reason.
Is it still raining?
It is still raining, yes.
Would I know if this would affect flame-based magic?
Yes.
How would it affect it?
It would have the damage. It's essentially like fighting underwater at this point.
Ugh, that much
It's
rain,
not.
huh?
Yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a downpour. Granted, this is some of the better area, so I'd say you could still try, but again, it's been pouring rain. Everything is currently just saturated with water.
Cool. Nah, that's okay. I'm gonna pull out my sword.
You won't be able to get within 5 feet of it this turn, just so you're aware.
That's fine. I'm gonna cast Bane.
Alright. So let's say wisdom save, correct? Or is that charisma?
Oh,
It's a charisma save.
Oh, charisma. Let's see. What is your spell save DC?
It is 13.
That fails.
Huh!
Alright, so that's a D4 subtracted from
Weasel!
it's- That is a happy weasel noise.
It sure.
Alright, so that is Nathala's turn, unless she has a bonus action she wants to do.
don't believe I do. Let me double check. Which of the two people here look worse off? Like, the ones that have been fighting this creature for a bit now.
What health are you at?
Faria.
Do you want me to answer that as in what health I'm at, or how much health I've lost?
Just
say
generalize
health
it.
loss.
I have only lost 5. I'm at 14.
Hmm.
I've lost 17. I'm at.
Okay,
By the way, if you guys don't know, I rolled real dumb on health.
Yeah, no, I
Yes,
do
you did.
remember that.
Also, Mad, just a reminder, I
yeah.
don't know. I don't think you can cast 2 spells in the same turn.
Oh,
Just-
yeah,
just
that's
remind
fine.
ya.
That's fine. I didn't plan to.
Yeah, even if one does say bonus action.
Yeah, I figured. I've watched plenty of Critical Role where they've tried to do that.
Mhm.
I'm going to point at Fyria, and I will inspire her.
All right. So, what do you say to get her
Say what?
inspired?
My theories were true, but I thought you were.
I will
Just
point
get the subclass right.
at Fyria, and I will say,
Do not worry, the cavalry is here.
All
Oh
right,
god,
Faria.
if that was me, I would not have taken that inspiration die. Jesus Christ. I'm be revived.
That's inspiration.
It's like when
too bad you don't get to choose.
Cowboy.
To be fair, she was screaming and yelling for someone to arrive, so yeah, that probably would inspire her.
Honestly, yeah, it's not out of character.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah.
the fact that it's the quote, I wouldn't have taken it. I refuse. Just no.
All right, 1C. It's your turn.
Fight him! Hold up. I don't know if he still has a
Still flanking.
Yeah, you're still flanking.
No.
That will nom.
Either of those.
Nyam.
Nibble, nibble, nibble.
Would it be to steal something with brute force?
What?
Wait, what?
If I want to steal something, can I roll athletics to do so? Like basically try to rip it out their hands.
I'd say you can attempt so.
Alright.
You can add the inspiration dice to skill checks as well, right?
Yes.
You can add it to virtually anything.
Yes, except for damage.
Yeah. Unless you're the worst subclass for Bard, then you can add it for damage.
Again, I understand your feelings on the matter, but down, boy, down. Batalin's turn, anyways.
Bard. Fucking Valor Bard, fucking ass, fucking bullshit.
Focus on yourself right now, friend.
Fine. Yeah, I just want to try to take the thing in its hands.
Okay, make an athletics check contested with it.
21.
Oof.
That does fail. Alright, so you grip it and make a con save.
Oh god, he's gonna electrocute him.
I'm fine with this.
There's sound the electricity.
Mm,
Nope,
no,
wrong.
no,
Give
no.
me
Oops,
the
sorry.
damage.
Wrong die. 3 lightning
Rolls a
damage.
d20 for damage.
No, it's a d.
Okay.
I can go like 8 different ways.
Alright, so that you took it from its hands, and it is definitely startled by that.
Just how short is this thing?
Again, it looks like a torso up. That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
No legs.
Would I know what the heck this thing is?
That's actually a good question.
Arcana checks, now that you can see
Cool.
it.
It's a wee bastard, that's what it is.
Nope.
I mean, maybe.
Not really. That's
Bummer.
yeah. Yeah, Julius, you also are just kind of looking at it just like,
Grandpa
What?
taught me a lot about ghosts, but never this shit.
Wrong character.
Wrong character.
Is that her one-shot character
No,
for the police?
Calliope's the one who Graham's daughter everything.
No, I'm saying Millie.
Oh,
I'm an
So-
undying warlock.
this creature, realizing that you've disarmed it of its lantern, makes a
It said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
essentially yes.
vibrated out of existence.
Oh god.
So I'm guessing, basically this thing is so, like, charged with electricity, it's shocking.
Except for the top part. When you actually grab the top part of it, you find that there's no electricity actually coursing through it. So you're actually able to hold it from that point. Everything else,
Does the will-o-wisp look unhappy?
it definitely doesn't look like it's, excited to be in there, but you're not really sure if you'd say it has a full expression so much as it's just bouncing from glass to glass, trying to, basically hit it. You do notice that the lantern itself, now that you actually have a good look at it, is made of a very conducive material. It looks to be iron. I'm not sure if it's iron or steel that's more conductive, but it's the more conductive of those two.
What's the damage dice on this thing?
It is 1d4 bludgeoning and 1d8 lightning. Are you trying to keep this as a weapon?
Exciting.
Wait, what happens if he activates his right on it?
It would add more lightning to it, right?
Possibly.
You bleed on the will-o-wisp, making it extra electrified.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Can
Can
I
I-
approach Batalin with this will-o-wisp and a
Combat
lantern?
ain't over yet. I just don't think it is.
Everyone runs up
Then
to...
why are you acting when it's my turn?
Because I still want to know if I have to use it during this fight. What I need to do with it.
Okay. Millie, you run up. You see the creature vanish. What do you do?
Did I watch him wrench the fucking thing out of its hand?
I mean, it wasn't like he was being subtle about it, so yeah.
Would I recognize it as the will-o-wisp and the lantern?
I mean, you can make an assumption because that's the only.
I
thing
can
you
make
saw
an
it
educated
over.
guess.
You can make an educated guess.
Can I move up here?
No,
Or
not
even do it-
until.
All right, how far am I? That's what I'm asking.
I'd say
That's what I
about
should
10
be
feet
asking.
away. But at the end of your turn, you'd be 10 feet away.
Batalin, you might want to smash that. That's an entrapped.
Okay, I want to talk to it a bit first.
I'll move this back over here.
You might want to take it out of the cage first. It might not be being in that.
Wait, is combat over?
Combat's currently over because as you look around, holding the lantern, just like, do I have to use this on you? Don't do it. The area is silent.
Julius comes running up. Julius is curious. What is your new friend's name?
I don't know. Baton will sit down and look at it and he'll start trying to talk to it for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm just gonna walk back over here.
Okay.
Can I? What this is?
Will-o-the-wisp. We know this.
Roll an Arcana. No, you didn't get a chance to. So yeah, I'd say Arcana or History check.
Wouldn't religion also be a possibility?
I'll allow religion as well.
Okay, I was just curious.
Things are helpful, so I'm just gonna go.
20. No
I
disadvantage.
remember
So
if
yeah.
any of us were clerics or not.
She got 20 in her info.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you didn't have disadvantage on this. So yeah, that's
I
a natural
know,
20.
I forgot to take that off.
You're fine. That natural 20 still counts. You have a little bit more information based off of idle talk, idle things that have been discussed essentially just around you in your presence. As well as one point when you're actually sat down and discussed these creatures. They are often difficult to discern the difference between them, as they do show up both when children are lost in the woods and when ancient old people with grudges die as well. Both are true and very hard to distinguish which is which. From what you've been told, you can usually tell which is which by the way that they glow. When one approaches a child, they tend to get really dim because they're trying to hide themselves away like they're scared. Whereas one who is a combatant at one point will get brighter, expecting combat, ready to throw itself into the fray once more. This one looks very dim.
So it's the spirit of a child.
From what you can tell.
Batalon will try to start communicating with it and be like, okay, hi, I'm going to teach you some things, and if, I would love to talk to you if you can. Hello, my name is Batalon, what is yours?
Batalon. It's scared.
No need to be scared. And Batalon, like, is there a lid to it?
None that you can see. Looks to be all seamlessly one piece.
If it's scared, many people surrounding it won't be great. I'll walk over.
Julie is backed up already.
Yeah.
I've been over here the whole time. So, oh, okay.
He's like, I'm just gonna go over here.
I'm following.
Okay.
Don's gonna be on the edge, go put it down in front of him and go, hello. And we'll just start trying to see if we can communicate. I'm not going to try to hurt you at all. But if you're the soul of the little one, I don't want you to be alone either. As he's looking for, like, whatever hatch was able to put it in. Because I actually believe Will-O-Wisp can technically talk. Oh, that's a pretty name. Do you like being alone?
No.
Well, my name is Batalon. And he will just go, I'm going to try to get you out of here. If you want, you can come and hang out with me.
Okay.
Would you rather stay in here, or would you rather be flying around with...
Out.
Well, he'll look at the glass. I will get as far to the left of that glass as you can. And Baton will take out his...
Kind of shrinks down, moves as far away as it can.
You know, I'm not gonna stab down. I'm gonna put the spear against the glass and just try to puncture it.
Okay, make a strength check.
Can it be athletics?
Sure.
17.
Okay, you push against it. Everyone else is kind of behind, just watching as you're just leaning on it. Just probably takes a good 10-15 minutes before you see the crack finally beginning to form very, very slowly. Whatever this is, it's made of some tough stuff. It is not responding quickly to your attempts to break it, but it is slowly beginning to break.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's around again, it probably takes around 20 minutes total before you finally get it to have a full-on crack across the edge of it. And with another little push, you're able to get part of it to break open, at which point you see a little static begin to creep out along the edge of it, and then as it takes off into the air, just kind of floating around, just
Oh.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Starts flying around you for a second before it flies upward into the branches and is lost from sight.
No. Come
Oh,
on. I wanted
approach.
to be your friend.
But Talon, it's like we're releasing a bird from a cage. It just wants to go and be free.
Oh, I wanted another friend.
I think you did make a friend by making him free. Just, the friends that you can't see at the moment.
Okay. If you can hear me, Alice, feel free to follow. It'll just give a thumbs up in the air. Okay, time to sleep, and he starts walking around.
I thought he was gonna pass right the fuck out there. I shit you not.
Faria, one other thing from your natural 20. Generally, they're bound to a certain area. Likely, it wouldn't be able to follow you out of the forest. That's just something Faria would know.
Okay.
But Talon still, he's got his heart in the right place.
Yeah.
To be honest, the only reason I let it go is because I wouldn't be able to use Spear Mastery Feed on it, if I'm being honest.
Of course.
But Talon would have done it either way.
Of
Butters?
course. Butter's just like, I mean, having a weapon like that would be cool, but at the same time, I like my spear.
Yeah. But Talon's just going to take the rest of his watch, then go to sleep.
Okay. Alright, so you all are able to get some rest, to go to the third watch, which I believe Julius said he was taking. Is he taking it on his own, or is he having someone help him?
I gave Monty instructions to watch him.
Okay, so Monsi is watching him. So, Julius, roll me a perception check, with advantage if you're having your familiar help you. Okay. You keep your eyes
7,
open,
11.
just kind of squinting every now and then, but after seeing that creature leave, it's probably too scared. It shouldn't come back at all, you know?
Oh boy.
Are we all at full after the rest of this rest?
After the end of the rest, yes, you are back up to full. Alright, as you all wake up, the three who are with you get up as well, and Lust comes out of one of the tents with one of the other guys, just kind of like looking, just oh yes, that was a very wonderful sleep.
Yeah, it was very peaceful.
You know the worst part?
Hmm.
In my head, I know what the assumption is, but I'm cackling because I remember comics saying Lust can't fuck 'cause she's a nun.
Yep.
This poor man got so blue.
You make my balls so blue. He's just kind of just like, I need to hear more about her religion and not other things. I'm going to focus on just that. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hey, I didn't know that when I purposely put them into her sight ring.
I remember comics saying that she couldn't sleep with someone because she was a nun.
Yep.
I know, and then shortly afterwards, I threw those guys at him as a joke.
No, this was said after the caravan had taken off out of there.
Yep. And so she spent most of the night just preaching to him and then be like, thank you for letting me use your tent, and fell asleep.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
got
God.
extraordinarily repulsed.
6 a.m. Have you gotten your rocks off?
He is not. No. That being said, you guys are able to pack up camp
Mhm.
and begin continuing on your way, looking at the area where the lights had once danced and where an odd creature had shown up to give you quite a startling. As you guys are continuing your travel, is there anything else you guys are wanting to do?
Matt, I'm
Get to
gonna
the next
DM you
stage.
something.
Mm-hmm.
But Talon's just trying to. He's gonna be talking, trying to get to know more about the new people in the character. AKA Mad's character and Geoffrey.
I DM'd it to you, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just did the math in my head.
You actually don't have to talk as much to get Jeff to speak. He's more than happy to sit up front with you as you guys are riding along and just be like, and so there's this whining place back at my homestead where if you know the right people, you could actually get a free bottle, but you have to be a halfling to do it, which is, sucks to be other people, but at the same time, some people, they think, oh yeah, we'll just, disguise self. Do you know how hard it is to pretend you're a halfling if you're not already a small creature? It's hilarious.
Oh, ho, ho, funny! For Talon didn't find it that funny.
Obviously.
Really will look at Freeha and just go, I'm just trying to make a blanket. Wait, why?
I mean, I didn't know that's how skins got off the animal. I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't realize it was so messy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not always the funnest business, but it is made into useful things.
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, apart from blankets, what else?
So tapper armor. You turn hides into leather, and with leather you can make armor like mine, or you could make quivers. Some people
Maria's
usually make
got
them into
these
clothes.
big eyes now. It's just like, you can turn that into armor.
I could actually probably turn this into armor if I tried hard enough, but a blanket at this point would probably be more useful.
It'll certainly be warmer.
There's more things you can make out of it.
Yeah.
That's why Dragonhide is so coveted. just imagine the Drake looking at it like,
Oh, Fyria looks pretty horrified as well.
He doesn't look horrified, he's just kind of like, I mean, you right.
I don't condone it, but some people do. On occasion, hunt down dragons and try to use their hide into other things.
Fyria reaches over to Mwansi and wraps their arms around his neck, just shaking their head.
I have no plans to do it to Mwansi.
Once he just kind of leans into it with the big puppy dog eye, just like, no. It knows you won't, but it's just being a big goofy goober, just.
Don't make her think I'm the villain here. Or them.
Oh, I'm sure you're not going to hurt him. I just don't like the idea that people will do it to others like him.
Sometimes there are dragons that need to be taken care of. They could ransack and kill dozens of people, or they could be ended, and then sometimes people will take the hide from those dragons.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, if the dragon's going out and hurting others, then that should be fine to stop it. I just didn't realize it was so messy.
Have you never seen someone work leather?
No, I just buy it.
never been into a trader's area where, you know, blacksmiths and workers and weavers hang out?
Not really.
That's kind of surprising. Sweetie, where are you from?
I need to think of a village. Shit.
What?
I need to think.
I heard limey noises of distress.
I didn't think about certain things and creating a backstory like a village.
It was a,
Technically, usually the DM gives you that stuff.
Yeah.
it was a small town farming type village, but it was more based around farming actual like plants, like crops and the like. Herds of cattle and such were from towns over that they'd usually trade their crops for the materials and such. So it would actually make sense that she'd be very unaware of these things.
I'm assuming she just tells me that she's from a farming village.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. This is like we only do plants. We don't do animals.
Oh, I guess that does make sense. I mean, she's gonna gesture to Dathala, would probably be more versed in it since we're from the same town.
Oh,
So surprising
you
to
are.
find you on the road.
How'd you guys meet then?
Do I recognize her at this point?
Yes.
We recognize each other around the fire.
Yes. Around the fire is when you guys would be able to recognize each other. Granted, it took you figuring it out first,
Mm-hmm.
just because you have definitely grown different.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You don't look exactly like you used to.
You hit puberty.
Basically.
Talk about late bloomer, Jesus Christ. We've known each other since we were small. Though,
Wait,
it's been...
never mind. But Tom's got the. Well, you said dwarves live for a long time. She
Dwarves.
doesn't look as old as you.
She's
though.
human. Are you thinking of Alex?
No, I thought all of her characters were dwarves except Ellie.
Fuck you!
What, dude? You seem to have a dwarf kink. I'm sorry.
You've only watched me play one dwarf!
I thought she was a dwarf. That's why.
You've only watched me play Alex. This is the only dwarf that I have in commission right now.
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
one's a
I
half elf
thought
and the
this
other one's
character was a
human.
dwarf.
No, this is human.
No, she's human.
Wait, half elf? Which one's the half elf that I've seen?
From your campaign.
Oh.
She's not half elf. She's a tiefling in
Oh,
his
she's a
campaign.
tiefling. My bad. I don't know why I got that mixed up.
All the
I was
campaigns are merging together.
I was thinking of Nivara.
Oh,
Where she is a half elf.
oh God.
Anyways, moving on.
Man, do you want me to just make this up on the spot? How this occurred?
How what occurred?
How us meeting as kids?
I can do that if you want.
It's up to you.
No, I got it.
Alright.
This town that we lived in did not necessarily take too kindly to those of my persuasion. And growing up, it was not the easiest thing to be what I am, looking like what I do.
Fair enough.
Especially when I was younger.
The mainland is weird. You people worry too much about what other people's bodies look like. You all should just go to Talazi and stay there.
Yeah, that'll come back home with me. We don't care about what you look like. It all depends on what you cook like.
Oh no.
If you're able to cook a meal that makes a halfling happy, you're right at home.
I could probably do that.
I cook beef, pork, and chicken well.
Mmm.
Okay, she's in.
I can cook a dry. Never mind. He was about to say something. Realized wrong crowd. Wrong crowd.
Not the most
Well.
tasteful.
Considering that I have a tiefling for a grandfather, she didn't really deter me from hanging out with her.
Cool.
Speaking of, Dithala,
Yes.
you and I later on need to have a talk.
Let's have a talk now. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing great. I'm actually able to get rest not underneath a fucking cart. It's amazing!
Certainly better than the first.
I had to roll that. Something that she's trying to hide from everyone. Thought.
Cool. I'll look at that at some point when we're not out in the open.
Duh.
Alright. As you guys are continuing forward, you are beginning to crest the hill, and somewhat interrupting your discussion, you hear one of the people who you came with just kind of like moving his hands like, "Hey, look!" Points skyward, and you can see bits of light beginning to peek through the clouds.
Oh, thank God.
Finally gonna be out of this miserable rain, eh? Cause for a celebration.
How exactly are we supposed to
Quite
celebrate?
happy.
Julie's sitting pouting while the rain starts to let up.
I like the rain.
He reaches into a saddlebag and pulls out a bottle. He's like, "Here."
You.
Moves over and he offers it to you.
I'll take it.
It's a bottle of decent, not the finest, but decent wine. Or
I
drink.
should have a bottle of the wine since I literally had. I never took it off.
You all can get.
He still has that barrel.
He Guru, he has
Mhm.
a wine. You said on. He pulls out wine.
He pulls out a bottle of wine, yeah. He offers it for Millie to pass around.
Don,
Mm.
I never took that barrel off once.
He's been carrying it around this whole time. He was just squints at you.
I'll take the barrel off him and put it in the cart.
Yeah, I imagined you did. No worries. I considered that. You're not a bad pet owner.
Bartender dog.
Don't try and steal the drink or you will literally lose your hand. And as you're all
What?
given a opportunity to drink and to just revel in the fact that you guys are finally getting out of some rain, I'd say that's a good place to call the episode this week.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Battalion Boys.
Oh no, I was gonna ask if I could give a bit to the Drake.
The Drake can drink some alcohol, yeah.
I want to see what he looks like drunk. Leave me alone.
We can see more of that next time.
You are a bad pet owner.
Oh no, I never said I wasn't a bad family.
just has
He's
her moments.
fine.
Not enough D&D.
I know.
Right.
That being said, thank you all so much for watching with us. If you're watching from the future, please make sure to leave us a like and a comment. We really appreciate it. We want to hear your feedback as to what you liked about Salute the Sun. If you want to keep up with content, subscribe or follow us on What Team Comp so you can see when we're starting up our sessions. We do record these bi-weekly, so if you're wanting to come watch it with us, our next session, barring any hiccups like we had 2 weeks ago, should be 2 weeks from the 17th of March, which at that point should be the 31st, which means that, yeah, if you want to follow us and, enjoy more of these goofballs trudging around through the forest and getting attacked by weird things that go bump in the night, come on by. We've got a good time for you. And until next time, this has been What Team Comp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!